Hello, and thank you all for joining us for our nonprofit website redesign. My teammates for this project are Senna, Kevin, and Ian. My name is Ahmed. The website that we chose is called Operation Jumpstart. They focus on helping low-resourced, high-potential first-generation students get in, stay in, and graduate from a four-year college. Our vision for this website redesign is to really bring the ethos to life, to inspire students to utilize these resources for their success. And for the user research, I'm going to hand it off to Ian.
So we conducted 5 interviews and we found out that a lot of students feel like their school doesn't provide a lot of support for them to grow their interests and then eventually find a college path and career that they want to take. We found that students were uncertain and they didn't feel like that any of their high school classes were necessarily directly preparing them for what they wanted to do in life. They found it was difficult to schedule meetings, and we found that there was a lot more students who wanted to meet up with like-minded classmates and find opportunities like internships. We found that the students wanted after-school tutoring, and that the majority of respondents were either in middle school or high school who that we feel like this program is geared towards. And we find that more than half of the students were just unsure of what to do. And they felt like this program basically should be geared towards helping them find an opportunity to get into the career that they want to help them connect with industry professionals and be able to reach that goal that they're set out for themselves, either college or a direct industry job. And that disadvantaged students really struggle because there just isn't staff physically and mentally available at their school in order to provide any of these resources. And they feel like this program can really help them.
Based on the interviews and surveys, we created our user persona around the shared goals and pain points that our interview participants experienced. We concluded that the data shows that low-income students are 5 times more likely to drop out of high school than those who are high income. Due to this lack of insight, a majority of low-income students struggle to find effective resources and guidance on becoming, oftentimes, first-generation college graduates. Our redesigned website gives students easy access and information to programs, scholarships, mentorship, as well as inspiring the next generation to take control of their future.
Thank you, Senna. So now that we understand the problem and why these students struggle to stay in and get in college, with our value proposition, we really want to show these students that with Operation Jumpstart, you will find subject matter experts to really guide them through that journey. And we want to shine a light on the college access program that actually presents social, emotional support, and other academic resources to really help these kids identify their interests and get in and stay in college. For our competitor analysis, we researched and compared both direct and indirect competitors, noting strengths and weaknesses, and we've identified that they all pretty much lack an engaging and an appealing aesthetic. Here for our storyboard, shout out to Kevin, we were able to visualize a student's journey, starting with them really being confused and not knowing what they want to get into as far as a major, what college they want to apply for, what career path they want to take. And we can see here that one of the students' friend recommended Operation Jumpstart. They were able to get into the website and really find out that, okay, through this website, I can actually connect with a mentor. And through the onboarding process, that student was able to share and express their interests. And they, through that, identified really what they want to get into. And we can see in the final stage here, they were able to get into San Francisco State. Moving on to our user flow, we wanted to simplify that application process for students and really help them narrow down the interest. So we've included a step that allows the students to share their interests and really identify how they can match their passions with a major and potentially a career.
So we did some very low-fi wireframes. And we want to focus on user stories, and we want to make the onboarding process a lot less difficult for the students. So we did some testing, and with our tests, we gathered valuable information about our wireframes, and we learned that there were some sizing issues with some of the text being too big and some parts of the website being too big for some devices. And we also had someone look at the homepage to fix some minor alignment and graphic design issues, such as awkward spacing and cramps. We moved on to our high fidelity prototype, which we will show right now. So as you can see, we made it a lot more student focused with the face behind the quote. And if you scroll down, you can see the mission statement and community impact panel, which shows just how much the community, the organization does for the community. And then if you scroll back up, you could click on the Become a Scholar button, which shows the college access page. With this page, we wanted to have something that inspired and informed students about Operation Jumpstart. You can view the testimonials of past students by scrolling down the page, and you can also see the benefits of joining with interactive flashcards. And now hopefully the students are inspired and they want to join this organization. So if you scroll back up, if you click on Become a Scholar again, it will take you to the onboarding process, which you can apply to. And we made it a lot simpler by, instead of having like a scroll down, it's broken down by sections, and the student can easily fill out their information. And yeah, they continue filling out their information. And this is the last part of the onboarding process. And then after that, the student submits their application, and they're notified about what they can expect next. And we hope that the student gets into the program. And now I'll pass it to Ian, who will go over the mobile prototype.
So for our mobile prototype, we wanted to basically copy the same design from our desktop, but make it easy for students to access on their phones, because we realized that this generation is basically growing up with phones and tablets and less computers. So basically, just like Kevin's prototype, this prototype for mobile has the mission statement on it. It focuses on user stories. You can download the report, which tells you about the community impact of Operation Jumpstart. Furthermore, if you have quotes from people, it helps students connect with the program rather than just what the current website is that doesn't have any relevant information on the front page that helps you understand what the program does. And so if we click on this button up here for the menu, we simply got a nice drop-down menu that can tell you what the program's all about. So again, our college access program is featured here with testimonials. And we've got, just like Kevin's, the interactive flashcards that kind of scrolls here, and you can see the alumni colleges as well. And then very quickly, even though this has already kind of been going over, if you click on Join Us, you can become a scholar. You fill out the same type of form that was built for desktop, but now it's all on one page for mobile. And you got these great drop-down menus that also work, that are exactly the same as what you see on the desktop. They just simply reorient via auto layout. And that's very simple. Let's go back to our presentation.
So for our next steps, what we learned that stuff happens. We had issues with contacting the organization and scheduling issues as a group, and sometimes even in class, stuff happened. So I felt like times when we were all here were pretty uncommon. And in the end, we had to motivate ourselves, just like how the low-income students that we were trying to help had to motivate themselves to make their lives better. For our next steps, we want to contact Operation Jumpstart We want to make the website more secure for mentors because we found out that people can impersonate mentors on the website, and we wanted to create better user paths for mentors and volunteers because we felt that they're just as important as the students. And finally, we want to make an event calendar and tours calendar so future students can see what they're getting into with the organization. We hope you liked our presentation, and we hope you support this organization. Thank you.